I started apologizing immediately, saying I thought he was out and wouldn't hurt to bring someone over. Mara smiled awkwardly and said she was just heading to the bathroom. She walked down the hall. Daniel didn't take his eyes off me. For the first time, I noticed something different about them. They weren't cold. They were calculating. I don't like unpredictability, he said softly. It disrupts structure. I told him it wouldn't happen again. He nodded. It won't, he said with a straight glare. Then he went back into his room. She came back minutes later. Well, he's Mr. Sunshine, isn't he? She whispered. To shake the awkwardness, I recalled that she mentioned about her love for vintage items. I told her I had an old pocket watch and told her I'll go grab it. She smiled and took a sip of her beer. I excused myself and headed to my room. It took me a while to find it, but after digging into my drawers I found it. Returning to the living room, I froze midway in the hallway. She was gone. Her purse was gone from the counter. Her jacket gone from the chair. I felt stupid first, then confused. I checked my phone. No message. I walked into the living room. Daniel was sitting on the couch like nothing happened. She left, he said without looking at me. What? She said she needed to get rest, for she had work early in the morning. That didn't make sense. She didn't seem to dash. Dude, I'm going to be real with you. Don't think she wanted to tango with your mango, if you catch my drift. That was the longest sentence I heard from Daniel. Didn't think he was capable of it honestly. But after he let out a sigh and shrug, he turned over to meet my gaze. Hey man, sorry for cock blocking. Some people avoid confrontation, so don't take this rejection to heart, buddy. I don't know why that embarrassed me, but it did. I texted her a couple times. No reply. I didn't know her last name. Didn't know where she was staying. By morning, I convinced myself she ghosted. It happens, right? About a week later, I started noticing a smell. I was gone for work, getting overtime hours for 2 graveyard shifts, but when I returned to the apartment it hit me like a crude awakening. It wasn't constant, ever so faint but noticeable when you walk in. Sweet, metallic. I assumed it was the trash, then plumbing, then maybe something dead in the walls, maybe a rodent. Daniel's demeanor changed too. He was a lot more joyous, if that even makes sense. He was happy to see me back and asked how work was. When I asked him about the smell, he said it was old pipes reacting to the humidity. He'd call maintenance, they'd look at it for him before. After I came home from another graveyard shift, the smell faded, then came back stronger. I noticed a new patch in the hallway. Fresh paint. Perfectly blended. I didn't remember it being there. I figured that's where the source of the problem was. Strangest thing happened. A woman approached me outside my job.